Welcome back to Dicing with Death, everyone. And looky here,
Honorbound.
Honorbound. Sorry.
When Ryan's here,
Ryan
it's suddenly
just
Dicing with
appeared.
Death.
Dicing with Death.
Oh no.
Justin, let's go have our own party. let's leave this
We,
two
we can have
alone.
we can have competing Dicing with Death streams. Me and Chucky versus Ryan and Neil.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen. So Ryan, you finally came back.
Yeah. So can we recap what happened in the last hour quickly? Just
you were AWOL for the last hour.
I got that, but I mean,
So
like,
I want you. What happened with you? Like
Uh,
you were at the Lion Shit Coaster. That's where you went.
we can leave that up to the audience's imagination.
Okay.
My
Although
question is,
my
what
charisma-
did
my
you do
charisma
with the
check is there
nothic?
with the nothic. I actually did want to. So, are the bodies still in town,
What
or
bodies?
did someone clean them up? The bodies of the red brands.
The ones that rubbed it in.
are cleaned up, yeah. And you would know actually that when you came out, there was a small kind of like people gathering around this part. Seems like Carp, the nephew, was kind of gathering everybody and saying, "They're gonna come out. They killed everybody. They're gonna save us." And you kind of slipped out before everything kind of got too big and all of the people in the city came. They managed to capture the red brands you guys released, and they were re-released after because Matson and Peter felt like they needed to leave them alive. And then they went on talking with several people. Neil grabbed.
Well, hold on. Ryan doesn't need to know this shit. He's been elsewhere.
Yeah, you need to work on the spoilers, Chucky.
Serious.
I
So the
don't think I
question is,
would've
what did
done
Ryan do with
anything-
the nothic? That's the question at hand, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's
We-
happening with the Nothic, Ryan? What did you do?
I think as I was leaving, I would have given him a little scratch on the chin and said, "So, Sizzix, how long will it take you to dispose of these bodies?"
He says, not much. I'll use the tunnel going south so they don't see me. But I say a couple of days and I'm gonna be moving on.
You'll be leaving?
Yes, I think so. There's no anything for me here. Oh, I forgot. There's nothing
Kind of
for
wanted
me
him as a
here.
pet.
There's really, I mean, for a flesh eater, there's really no better pet to have for an adventure because then you kill people and you don't have to worry about the bodies. You just
Yeah, I ask why he doesn't want to just stay here. I'm happy to continue feeding him. Chucky's appalled.
I'm just checking your alignment. You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
lawful neutral as long as I
Yeah.
don't break any laws securing these bodies.
That sounds interesting. But I think I'll be seeing you around. If you ever get your dreams and your manor and estate, you shall see me around then. Then we can deal. Now,
Very well.
I
I
can't-
imagine.
hunt on my own.
Okay, just don't cause any trouble in my town. Stick. I'm serious, Chizix.
Yes, you are.
I can kill you. I won't be so forgiving the second time.
Are you really ready up to make that threat now that we are alone and your friends are not here?
You guys
And
left me
you're not-
alone with the
Yeah, you're-
Nothic?
No, you weren't there. We went to look for you and you were gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I give him a pat on the cheek and turn and walk away.
I will
And I guess
I'll let you for now. I'll see you next time, young Fenwick. May all your dreams of greed come true.
Okay. So I guess I let the Nothic live is what happens with the Nothic. If he comes back to fight us, that just means we get experience for beating him over again, doesn't it? So, and then I
Sounds like a
guess
plan.
lion shield coaster and
Best part
disappear
about
there for a
recurring
little while.
villains, they're just like experienced pinatas. You just keep beating on them, they keep giving you stuff. It's
And
great.
hopefully he'll keep coming up with magic swords to drop too.
That'd be great.
All right. So and then I disappear to the lion shield coaster for an hour or so, and emerge wearing a shiny new suit of splint mail, with my hair possibly a little more disheveled than I went in, or maybe that was from the battle.
Okay, and you see your friends Bumbletoes and Peter just coming out of the miners' exchange.
Ah, my companions.
Ah, Fenric, where you been?
Buying some new threads, and I give my splint mail a nice pounding on the chest.
You gotta be
missed out
careful
on the
around this town. There's
funniest
some
thing ever.
people here who I wouldn't trust.
Like everyone?
I mean, like that guy that owns the orchard. He knows things he shouldn't know.
I thought that was your friend.
Fuck no, man. That man's in league with the red brands. We just can't pin it. Just can't prove it yet.
Didn't he ask us to let him know once we had defeated them?
Yeah.
There's something fishy going on here. He knew. He already knew by the time that we came out that we knew where Cragmaw Keep was. He knew exactly what happened down in the dungeon without anyone telling him. There's something fishy going on with that guy.
He said he didn't use like a divination spell or anything to figure it out. He just knew.
He just knew.
This is fishy.
Yeah,
It's creepy shit.
yeah. I was thinking about putting him down, but we wanted to, have you involved before we did anything drastic.
I nod. Well, I would hesitate to put him down without further evidence. But I will defer my judgment to the wise dwarf. Peter?
The
What is-
guy who sent me here from Neverwinter vouched for him, so now I'm just confused. Dude, maybe he's just like a really crazy old man who knows things. I've met crazy old people who know things. Sometimes old people know things.
Yeah. I think he's far from the most suspicious person we've met in this town, so...
But the fact that he didn't tell us he knew things is also somewhat unreliable. So
Yeah, I'm just saying we should keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do anything else too suspect.
Agreed. What else have you been up to?
Let's just not go to the tavern. Let's just get out of town.
Yeah. Well, do we want to
It's
rest?
like late afternoon, right?
Yeah,
We
it's
should-
like
Well, my aunt will
I
put
think
us
we
up
should-
for the night then.
okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
cool.
Get some more
Okay.
mutton stew. That was some good stew.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll fit in a halfling house.
I think she has a guest room. I hope she has a guest room sized for
Let's
humans.
see. So I will ask Martin, as well as ask out of character, because I don't really know how this works in the edition, if he has a guess as to how much that gem that I gave him is worth.
We still haven't figured out how to appraise things.
Okay. So
Yeah, there's no appraisal skill, which is weird. Very weird.
don't tell me what they're worth, but Chucky, do you know what they're worth?
Yeah.
Or do you have to? Is there a table, or it just tells you?
No,
when
there's
like-
actual. These actual like all the loot here is basically made up already,
Okay.
so everything is prescribed.
So how do we find out how valuable gems are?
It doesn't say. I found no entry on that. I was thinking there should be a skill on it.
Or I mean,
but
there are some that
I'm-
may. I mean, there's a. I don't even know perception.
Perception. I was trying to find the skills in the basic rules. Maybe it's in the basic rules, but I can't find the pages where the skills are.
I don't think they have an appraisal skill.
No, they
Yeah,
definitely don't.
Maybe people just know how much gems are worth.
You just see a gem and you're like, oh, that gem's worth this much.
Yeah.
That takes
Okay.
half the fun out of it.
I don't
Yeah.
disagree with you. I'm just, maybe that's
I'm
what they're
gonna
doing
say
for Ivy.
that. I'm gonna say that at least. Let's see. There's Jewel's tools here. Let's see what
I mean,
Jewel's tools do. 1 second. There should be
Oh,
something if
I think-
Go on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Athletics, acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, arcana, history, nature, religion, search is a skill under intelligence.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's like search for hidden doors.
It's not on the starter set sheet, which is why I'm bringing it up.
No, it might be in like the basic rules, but
It is. That's what I'm looking at.
okay. We don't necessarily need to know now. I think I bought all that I planned to buy. Although if they're worth like 100 gold, I could have probably bought plate mail.
Which is not
But
also not in the starter set.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume since
You-
it's
you
not on the
can't
starter
get-
set, they don't want Phandalin to have plate mail.
Yeah.
As in
Seems
it's just
reasonable.
too small of a town.
Yeah, but then again, you guys.
However, if we're heading to Neverwinter,
Yeah. But
Well,
this is weird. The basic has something about Jules tools, but like there's some entries on some of the tools, but on Jules tools there's no entry.
I wonder if
So
they're
they
waiting
don't
for the
actually
player's
say.
handbook. This is
It's
really
just not-
strange.
It's just not there.
Well, we can
Yeah,
role
it's-
play it if we decide to try and sell them, but for now, I guess we're just hanging on to them.
It's fine. I mean,
Yeah, you can give me. I'm
mean,
gonna say
dwarves
that
used
search
to-
checks.
dwarves used
You
to be
can
able
do
to
me
assess
search
the
checks.
quality of gems.
Hmm.
Like in some editions, dwarves would just know what gems were worth because it was a specialty of the race. However you guys want to do it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, do me search checks. I think that's what I'm gonna go with for the moment because I can't find anything here.
So that's intelligence,
Yep.
which is not a
Well,
great track.
Seems
I won't even bother. I don't think until I want to change them for cash.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
reason to
it's
exchange
okay.
for cash unless we actually need cash at the moment.
Oh, so Ryan, the woman who runs the miners' exchange says that she has a guy who cuts wood up in Cragmaw,
Mm-hmm.
or up in the forest where Cragmaw is, and she would sell this to him as a guide for 50G, but I don't have any money. Or we can do a side quest which involves going to Thunder Tree and going to a abandoned mage's tower, finding a spell book that we're not supposed to open. But if we go to Thunder Tree, we can meet up with the druid who knows the forest and is a friend of Neil's aunt anyway.
How well do I know the region? Actually, never mind. No, my family estate is somewhere near Thunder Tree, but I guess I
Oh,
didn't grow
yeah.
up there, so I probably don't know the region.
All roads lead to Thunder Tree is the current mantra of the party.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll discuss this while we're getting posted up at your aunt's house. Are the accommodations comfortable enough to my liking?
yes, actually, because she puts you up in a very lavish room that's decorated with bell pelts and a couple of interesting plants. She tells you that this is the room that she usually entertains guests with, and she kind of brushes a bit at that.
Bear pelts.
Bell pelts, yes.
Past druid lovers. Cough.
Uh-huh.
Oh
At some point, I was
Oh god! She takes the druid lovers into bed and then pulls out a knife and like kills them when they're shape changed into bears. Oh god!
And then did she
She's,
wear
she's
the
like
bear
a black.
suits?
She's like a black widow, only for druids.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. At some point, I'm going to slip Neil 4 additional gems.
Score.
They were matching. I think they came with the one that I gave him earlier, but I can't remember. And I'm going to tell him to share with his aunt.
Don't worry, I already made sure that she was well taken care of.
It's in your backstory, Neil. Don't break character.
Dude, I already took care of her.
Yeah.
No, he seriously gave
Yeah.
her 30 gold already.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll eat dinner and discuss future plans. I'm going to suggest that we hire a guide, and I'd happily pay it.
So you don't want to go to Thunder Tree?
I mean, it seems a little out of our way, right?
Yeah, screw Thunder Tree.
It seems very out
mean-
of the way.
Unless there's like,
If you guys want to pony up for the guide, that's fine with me.
yeah, I mean, I will gladly pay for the guide. Unless there's nothing in Thunder Tree but this old druid. No offense, ma'am.
Well, there's also the spell book, which could be valuable, but I'm not focused on that at the moment.
I don't know how to cast spells. I don't
I
want
don't
a
either.
stupid, dusty old book.
Isn't it cursed?
That's just a rumor. You don't know that.
This does sound like fun, but I don't think my character would be interested.
All right. So hire the guide tomorrow and go straight to Cragmaw.
I think so.
Okay. We can go back to the miners' exchange in the morning and tell whatever her name is. Halia?
Oh yeah, yep.
Okay.
Okay. You sleep for the night. You are being given more mutton stew, and
Leftovers.
at the,
Nom nom nom.
yes, leftovers. She tells you that she like cooks in big stew pots because she doesn't necessarily like cooking too much.
Oh, that's a shame.
And at some point in the night, she regales you with stories that seem to not be her actual adventures, but somebody who is very familiar with the forest, and tells you about different kinds of animals, and at some point even tells you about the weird owl bears that are around in Neverwinterwood.
Aw, man. There's owl bears? I don't like fighting owl bears.
I was just thinking how fun it would be to kill and skin one of those things. An amazing trophy.
Oh yes, I do have. She's kind of scrunches around some parchment and finds. Look, if you like it, you can keep it, and gives you a little piece of paper that has this image on it, and saying, "This is how it looks like."
That is way less badass than the owlbear in second edition looks.
This is what they've done. If I show you how the hobgoblin looks,
It looks
How's that?
cuddly, actually. It's kind of weird.
it looks cuddly. Yeah.
The owlbear or the hobgoblin?
The owl
No,
bear.
like they changed
haven't seen
a
them.
lot of art. The
I haven't seen
hobgoblins are weird. They're very weird. Anyway,
So
she gives
we-
you this. My friend looks to Martin, says, "Drew this for me." He's a very good artist.
That's nice.
So Thunder Tree is just a ruin at this point in time, right?
Yeah, it's a ruin filled with side quests.
Well, we can
Yep.
use experience. I don't know that we can spare the time.
I again don't disagree. I just it's just like looking at the map, it's so out of the way, and yet it seems like everything wants us to go there, which is past where we're trying to go.
But
assuming
nothing
we're
like
emotionally
none of
attached.
it's like there's a main story quest, and none of that points to Thunder Tree.
No, the druid knows the forest, and he could help us get to Cragmaw Castle.
So does 50 gold.
Yeah.
It seems like it's like buy your way past all of these side quests.
Well, maybe if
The
you were
only thing
doing-
I'm really worried about is if we aren't level 5 when we have to face the dragon.
Oh, I think. Well, I mean, metagaming, but I'm pretty sure Cragmaw is like the third step, and the dragon's the fourth step. We have to go someplace
Yeah.
else to face a dragon.
Yeah.
So we have to
Very
get to level 5 by going through Cragmaw, and we'll be fine.
But we're only level 3 right now, aren't we?
Right. So if maybe after Cragmaw we can do some side quests and level up.
Yeah. We'll see how we're doing for time.
Yes.
Because we've only got like one session after this.
Yeah.
All right. So does anything happen over the course of the night, or can we just rest up and...
Nothing happens over the course of the night. Martin, you are a bit troubled by Carp asking you like what happened in the hideout and what monsters did you kill, and he's like very curious. That's about it.
I can take the pressure off Martin if he wants and regale him with tales of bugbear slaying. I leave out
Okay.
all talk of Shizzix.
Okay. He seems to
What
be
happened
very
to
happy with this.
Glassstaff's staff?
Neil has it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
I have a glass staff in my inventory.
It's an impressive trophy, I figured.
I mean, everybody can kind of see it because it's taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have
So
identify
basically-
for the record, so I can't.
Yes, it's
Like-
a level 1 spell, isn't it? Oh, you mean priests don't have it.
It's a wizard spell. Yeah.
You have
and
detect
they-
magic?
They removed the thing for detecting magic.
You know,
giving you a chance
you
to
know
identify.
it's
Oh, that-
magic.
That was a beta
You
rule.
know
I
it's
kinda-
magic.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but
Magic
I don't.
weapons, shadow.
I don't know. I don't know what the scroll is. I don't know what the potion I have is, and we don't know what the staff or your sword actually do.
By the way, my character has a split personality. His other personality is a high elf wizard. I just happen to have this identify spell right now, guys, and a bunch of intel.
Yeah, are there any way
Yeah.
we can identify the things we have?
There is not, unless
Nope.
we.
There doesn't seem to be. Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
I mean, I could give you. I'm gonna say that I give you another spellcraft check on your potion and
Why don't
scroll
we-
after
we can
each
taste test
24
the potion.
hours. Yeah, you did that and you failed. That's like
24. I would look up that rule. That sounds too cushy to me.
no. I'm just
Usually it's-
saying it's not a rule.
just
I'm
something
just
he's
saying
doing.
that you can do it.
Yeah, I'm saying that's too cushy. I would look up what the actual rule is. Well, we never tried to identify the potion.
That's true.
Why don't
Oh,
we do
so
it?
yeah, you could do that.
Give it a
before
sipper.
you.
Okay. What kind of check is that? Arcana, probably.
It's usually not
just
even a
give
check.
the
I mean,
sipper.
it depends
Yeah,
on the
it
potion.
just. So
I mean, if it's
what
like a potion
happens
of
is-
growth and you grow 2 inches, you say, okay, it's a potion of growth.
So for you,
Sometimes the effects aren't obvious.
Peter.
So who's
when
gonna?
you
Is Peter
yeah,
gonna
who's
sip
gonna
it?
sip it? That
I
was
have
my
it.
impression.
I have the scroll and I have the potion. So
Brave dwarf.
Okay, so you sip this potion and nothing happens for you, but everybody else, you see Peter kind of go like fade out a bit, go a bit like see through for a couple of seconds.
We'll relate this to him and tell him. I don't know if did you guess in character that it was a potion of invisibility, or was that you
Out of character.
metagaming the
I was
hell out
out
of
of
it?
character. I was out of character. It was a getaway bag. What else you gonna put in there? Potion of walk through walls was like second, but I figured that was too high level.
Okay, and I'm not sure about the score, what you can do it. You did try to identify it once and you didn't manage to do it.
I never tried
Let's
to
say
identify
that
it. Did
you
I?
didn't. If I remember, you did.
I just looked at
And
it.
you had no
Maybe
idea
the-
what it is.
We were in the middle of a dungeon. I wouldn't.
Maybe we got 2 rounds of scrolls as well.
We did. What was the other scroll?
You should. I thought there were like 3 scrolls.
I
What
only
do you
have one
have
scroll.
written?
I only have one scroll written down on my sheet. Did I?
Maybe not.
Everybody-
Then.
No, you had one scroll from the treasure
Gla-
thing beneath the Shizik's treasure chest.
Yeah, and then Glassstaff had 2.
Oh, glass stuff had
yeah,
two.
and Glass stuff has two.
Beside-
Yeah,
I thought that was
You
just a
have them.
letter. Okay.
no, you
So I have
have them
3
as
on-
well.
I have 3 unidentified scrolls.
And we never. I think you took a look at Shizix's while we were waiting for Neil, but you
That's
never
right.
looked at
You're right, I did.
Glassstaff's.
I did.
So
Yeah.
you can try and do at least the ones in Yano's room and Grasstaff's room.
Okay. Again, is that some kind of
Basic.
check that I'm rolling?
Yeah, spellcraft.
Okay. There's like no spellcraft thing. Is it just Arcana?
Arcana, yeah. Oh, whatever the name is for it. I should really bring up
14.
No, you have no idea what this one is. So do me another one. 20. the most interesting one. You find out that this is a scroll of fireball. The third one.
Ah, excellent.
But you need to be a wizard to cast it, correct?
Yeah.
Do priests get
I
spellcasting
do not
abilities at high level, or
know
scroll using
how
abilities?
Scrolls work in 5e. Anyone?
I think
Yeah.
the same.
I read something about scrolls. I think it's you need to do a spellcaster's check. It's 10 plus the spell level, and if you don't manage to do that, you fail. You fail the spell and it fizzles away, and you can't use it anymore.
But it,
Like,
only, it doesn't.
disappears.
It's irrelevant.
I
for
don't
us,
think
right?
it impedes. No, I don't
Unless
think it
we're a
impedes
wizard.
you.
Unless
Yeah, I
we're a
think
wizard,
only,
though,
you
we
can
can't
only
even.
be a wizard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're a wizard, I don't think you can even use it.
And maybe,
Uh,
at least in previous editions, like at 9th level or something like that, priests get, or sorry, rogues get the ability to have a shot at scrolls.
I'm not sure what to tell you. Yeah, I know in the previous editions, but I don't think in this one there was anything about that.
I think it doesn't matter. To Cragmaw.
Are we ready to go?
I mean, we sleep and wake up the next day.
Yes, actually, I definitely need sleep. I need serious sleeps.
Yeah, you do. You went down about 3 times.
Yeah. Somehow I'm back up at 8. I don't know how I'm at 8, but that's what my character sheet
You-
says.
you heal from
You were
0.
healed.
That's right. Cool.
Okay, you wake up in the morning. All of you have 3 hit dice now. Actually, no. All of you have. How
hit
many
dice.
did you use last time? Because if some of you used all of them, you only have 2 now.
I
You
didn't use all
recover
of them.
half.
I just
Yeah.
used one
Yeah, you recover half.
So round
So
down
you get
up
1.
for some reason.
Really?
on it up. Really?
Does it specifically
Yeah.
say that?
There was
Okay,
a.
yeah.
Someone asked Mike Merles via Twitter, and his response was, "You round up because otherwise, at level 1, you can't get any back."
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
So that's
Everything
like the
else
developer
in-
decision.
Everything else across the board is round down.
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
actually-
so you got.
That's
you,
actually
you,
in the
you-
rule book.
Yeah, what
you
is
get
round
4
up?
Hit dice.
Hit
So
dice.
you gain half your hit dice rounded up.
I think that's
Yeah, I
because
was-
if you're level 1, half your hit
Yeah.
dice rounded down is 0.
Yeah, I
0.
was
Yeah,
under
that's
the
exactly
impression
why.
that it's a minimum 1, but round down otherwise. But still, okay, you guys will get 3 then.
He said to round up,
you want?
We get
you could
2.
also do
Yeah.
minimum 1 round down. I think that makes more sense. It'll probably be what it is in the PHB, but they haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, I'm down with
So,
minimum
you
1
got-
round down.
Yeah.
How many do you use?
I already
that was
feel like-
what I was going for.
You don't need to use them, don't you? Gain
No,
full
during
HP?
a long rest, you gain half your
You got
max
half
HP
your max.
and half your
No,
hit
you
dice
gain
back.
full HP and
You gain
half
full
your
HP.
max.
Yeah.
You gain full
Half
from a
your-
long?
Full.
Yeah.
Full long rest.
Okay.
I think that's a rule we may tweak, but
Yeah, well, we might tweak that in the future. Let's
Yeah.
let the PHB come out first.
Yeah, that's when we start tweaking.
Oh, this is
yeah,
weird. Okay, so
What?
spell scrolls. If the spell is written on the scroll appears on your class's spell list, you can use an action to cast it without any of the spell's requirements. If the spell is of a higher level than you can normally cast, you must first take a magic ability check to cast the spell. So apparently you can only cast scrolls that are on your class's spell list.
or you
So if you're a
no.
wizard,
If it's
is
on your
there-
spell list, you can cast it without making a check. So if
Yeah,
you can
but-
normally
Mhm.
cast Fireball, you can cast it for free without using a spell slot, but using the scroll.
But if the spell is of a higher level than you can normally cast, it doesn't say if you can normally if you can cast spells. It just says if the spell is of a higher level than you can normally cast. You could have
So I
to
think
roll a
that's
check.
basically saying if you are not a wizard, then it's not. on
You
your
cannot
spell
cast a wizard spell. Yeah,
spell.
you're
Yeah,
just out of
exactly.
luck. So we have a useless scroll. In other
We
words,
probably have 3 useless scrolls.
well, maybe. I mean, we don't know what the other 2 are.
There are some generic scrolls.
By the way, do me another one on the first scroll. Do me another spellcraft check on the first one. Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
The first one is a scroll of augury.
No, well, I can cast that because I can already cast augury.
Okay. Does that's like a divination spell? You can like ask a
Yep.
question.
Yeah.
You can ask if anything you're about to do in the next 30 minutes will have a good or bad result.
Hmm.
It's very specific.
Interesting.
That's what it's been for about two editions, I think. I don't think they changed even text.
So if we come to like a door and there's a fork and one door leads to death, we can be like, "Is it a good idea to go through that door?" I don't know. We should keep an eye out for good uses of augury.
All right. So the following morning, we head into town and to the miners. Whatchamacall? What are the miners like? Why is there so much mining operations going on in Phandalin?
There was a gold rush like a long time ago, but it mined out, so now there's just panhandling in the river.
Okay.
Exactly, and there's still a couple of excavations around, and a lot of adventurers and more experienced excavators come and try and find the lost entrance to the Wave Echo Cave, leading
And
to the Forge of Spells.
Yeah, the fortress spells.
What seems like your cousin found.
It's the MacGuffin.
Yeah, I gave you this information before. Just basically reminding.
Was this you got this from the miners?
No, we got this from we got this from Sildar and from the letters and notes and Glassstaff's thing.
And Grassstaff told
This
you.
all
as well.
sounds new to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna assume that. Peter
Yeah, I've
relates
mentioned
to
it.
my
This is
character.
literally like the third time I've mentioned this Forge of Spells.
I don't know about that.
It's
Anyways.
Sure about.
It's an alliance between the gnomes and the dwarves created the Forge of Spells, and they sold a bunch of really badass magical weapons to humans, and it was lost, and now they're trying to find it again.
This sounds like the plot to
Exactly.
Divinity.
Hey, spoilers! I'm not that far yet.
It's also not that close to the plot of Divinity.
No, it's not.
Right,
It
so-
really, like, go on.
I was
Go on.
just gonna move on with the game. So we go to the
Yep.
miners guild or whatever and try and
Yeah.
hire this guide.
I'll let you talk to Halia, because I'm, letting other people make decisions is a character trait of mine.
I just kind of want to get out of Phandalin before that druid shows back up with my aunt.
And you have to hear it.
If anything, we're going closer to the druid.
That's fine, as long as I'm not with the two of them at the same time. I'm okay.
All right.
So my
'Cause
question is, do you travel
apparently
on
it's quite
foot,
loud.
or do you get any kind of mounts?
Say that again.
Do you travel on foot, or do you get any kind of mounts?
To the
Do they
miners.
have horses?
Yes, they do have horses.
Huh.
Wait, aren't we still going to the
What does
Miners Exchange to hire a guide? Have we
Yeah,
not
we're
got
going to
there?
the miners exchange. to hire
Oh
a guide.
yeah, Sorry, am I spacing out? I was thinking you guys were already leaving. Sidetracking. Okay. Well, you guys get to Harya, and well, seems like the same offer stands. So you pay her 50 gold.
Yeah. So who is the guide? I'd like to meet this character.
You will. Jack!
Before
And
I pay him
you kinda-
50 gold.
And you see this burly man with an axe on his back, dressed in only kind of like some overalls, coming down a flight of stairs, and
Just
saying,
overalls? No shirt
just
underneath?
overalls, no shirt underneath.
What kind
Very,
of axe is
very-
it?
Very big chest hair, like forest. And he
A
says,
forest of chest hair.
What kind of
Yeah.
axe is it?
Seems to be a woodcutter's axe. And he says, "Yes, madam." And it says, These people right here would like you to lead them around in the Neverwinter Wood to find something they're looking for. You're gonna get paid for it. Interested?" Looks you up and down. "Yes. But let me go get equipped for this." You looking at Fenwick. "You the leader of this band?
Indeed, I am.
Where are we going?"
Cragmaw Keep in the Neverwinter Wood.
Interesting. Yes, few know where that is.
But you know
and
it?
Few don't speak about it. Well, I caught woods on there, and I know I've traveled my share.
So yes?
So I'm
Yes.
under the impression 50 gold will be enough to loosen your tongue.
50 only for me?
That was the deal.
That's a good deal. Looking down at Harya, she does this with her shoulders, and he nods.
Okay.
Okay, and he goes upstairs. Seems he comes down in a hide armor with a battle axe on his back now, and
How-
says, "Okay, I'm ready."
How many days will this take?
From here to there, on foot, I reckon about 3 days. We'll make it on the dawn of the third day. If we get mounts, we should make it on the night or the evening of the second day.
I look to the party. I can't buy everyone a horse unless we cash in some gems.
Can we borrow some horses as a payment for ridding their town of, people? Just a
Halia
thought.
kind of like steps up.
From
No, you buy the horses from me. I'm the only one who has horses, and I do not get discounts to anybody.
Well, that's great.
I don't like her.
Let's just
Burn
go
down
on
our
foot
stupid
then.
Miners Exchange.
We'll find our own
By the way-
horses.
By the way, Ryan, you as well see a weird symbol on her glove, which seems to be looking like this.
Oh yeah, that symbol.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Shit.
If you have any history
Dragon?
check, you
I do. I am
Actually-
trained in
actually,
history.
oh nice. Feel free to do it.
I'm dumb though, so it doesn't really help. Oh wow, but a 20 will help.
Nice.
20 will help. Well, you kind of understand why she's being so stingy. She
Stingy?
is part of stingy. Yeah, she's part of another called the Zentarim.
An evil organization goes to dominate the lands of Moon
I
Sea
knew she
for
was
the
evil.
Worshippers of Bane, originally set in.
That's what the original information you know about it. Nowadays, it's basically
Oh,
just
in the fourth
a...
in fourth edition, its leader is a vampiric clone of the original
Yeah.
wizard Manchun, formerly known as
That's
A
just
va-
complicated.
vampire clones. What is going on here? So I will make no. Yeah, I won't try and cover up the fact that I notice her sigil, recognize it, and make sort of a face of.
Yeah,
Disgust.
nowadays it's basically just a amalgam of traders that dominate certain markets
Evil
and use
traders
their power.
who worship a vampire lord.
Not openly evil traders, but they are
But I'm
responsible
familiar with
of many famines and many markets going dry just
Guys,
because
I think
they
my
want
house is on
to.
fire. I'll be right back.
That's unfortunate. All right, I will
Okay.
give
I
Jack.
think that's a highlight.
25 I'll give Jack 25 gold and tell him the second half he will receive once he gets us safely to Cragmaw Castle.
Okay, and he says, okay, so it should be on foot.
Nope, it's just really badly burned toast. We're cool.
Okay, good to know.
I'm still thinking about these horses. I think if we cashed in gems, we could buy horses, but I'm not sure if I want to buy horses. Want to like support
Horses
the
aren't
economy.
great in the woods
It's-
anyway.
Yeah,
And Hunt's
Alright.
a bitch.
I
So let's
want-
just walk.
yeah. I want to get some. I need rations.
I have 10 days of rations on me.
Where did you get that? Or did you
It's
start
on my
with that?
starter sheet.
Damn, I
10
started
days
with-
of rations.
I started with 2 days of rations.
I'm
Although
a
I
Boy
haven't
Scout,
used
you know,
any of that.
Always be prepared.
Rations are 5 silver a day. Can I get rations from someone other than this evil lady on the way out of town?
You can easily get some rations from any bar, or even Barfin Provisions. Barfin's Provisions sells any kind of normal adventuring gear.
Yeah, maybe
Sure.
maybe don't go buy anything at the inn. I think that might be a bad
Yeah,
idea.
we should just stay away from the inn.
What did you do to the inn?
The inn's fine.
Nothing. The inn's fine.
Is the inn burned down?
No, no, the
inn's
inn's fine.
No, the inn's
We should just
fine.
go get provisions from the other place and stay with my aunt.
Very well. Soon enough, I will have restored the manor house to its former glory, and I will be able to stay there any night I wish. I buy 6 days worth of rations. I'm assuming market
Okay.
price for those.
Yeah,
Market
Fine.
price, exactly.
That's sold.
I will
How badly ruined was
do what he
Trezendar Manor?
says.
upper levels?
Very much so. The upper levels are inaccessible at all. The lower levels are barely walkable, and there's always. Oh, is that gonna fall on me? It's gust of wind. Everything shakes.
This town needs more dwarves.
How much are rations?
5 silver a day.
Okay, so 6 days is 3 gold. It's
I think new edition is always really interesting. They change everything.
Yep.
Is
So
it
we
three
head
gold?
out on
It's
foot.
10 to 1, not 100 to 1.
Wait, what's what?
Is it 3 gold? Is it because there have been times when it was 100 silver to a gold piece instead of 10.
No, no, it's 10.
10.
No, it's
Okay.
10. Everything is 10.
I think it's.
Except
but by the way,
Electrum.
You have another thing, yeah, Electrum.
No one used Electrum.
No one needs Electrum, yeah.
They talk about it in the book. They say Electrum is
So-
5 silver.
Yeah, but you have a couple of pieces of Electrum actually.
I don't.
If
I don't
if
believe
you,
in Electrum.
if you're gonna, I gave you Electrum pieces, yes.
You definitely didn't.
I'm sure about that.
Nah, I've got a couple hundred silver, a couple hundred gold, and that's about it.
Okay, if you say so.
No, I'm,
No, but
I'm
I
actually
did.
serious.
It's one of
Out
the
of
chests.
character, I'm serious.
Other
Maybe you
characters
describe-
should be. Yeah, maybe I just changed it around. I had
Did
like
Neil-
copied it over.
I
No,
don't know.
I don't think Neil has any.
All I got was silver and gold.
I have silver, gold, and copper. I got 600 copper pieces. Unless those 600 copper pieces were supposed to be electrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are?
Right.
Cool. I will write them down as
No,
electrum.
no. I said
No.
no.
I heard yeah.
I said no.
Okay.
Quite
Let's get outta
twisting
here.
words.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm getting
Okay.
hungry for some action.
So you start your way towards Kragma, and
Mr. Cragma.
as
Yeah.
I said,
On the way, I'm going to ask Jack if he is also a member of the Zentarim.
that in organization. No, I have no dealings with them. I am just under a somewhat employment of Hauya because she pays rather well.
Fair enough.
What do you want to know?
It's a somewhat sketchy network.
Of course, it
They
is.
worship a
Everybody knows
vampire
about it.
clone, you know. What's
I
that?
think that's in the past. I think he's dead. I'm not sure anymore, and I don't really care much, to be honest.
Very well. So we head north along the
Tribal trail.
When you tribal trail. Actually, he does just take you north out of Fandom. Like after the tribal trail, he just continues on north. He doesn't like.
He doesn't follow the trail?
He doesn't follow the trail. He just goes straight north. He seems to actually know his way around here. So he takes you through little footpaths and hunting trails, eventually leading you up to the forest. And in the forest, he is as skillful as he was outside of the forest. You don't even feel the difference in time, like miles to time. You travel at the same speed because he actually knows what he's doing a lot. It's about it, and you manage to make it to the Kragma Castle, as I said, on night, on the dawn of the third day.
Dawn of the third day.
So the sun is rising. All of you remove 3 rations from your
Two
character
rations?
sheets.
Is it one
This is
ration
the
per
two,
day?
beginning
I'd
of the
say
third.
You
I can
eat,
remove
do you
the third
eat in the
now.
morning as well?
I thought it was
Yeah,
one
sure.
ration per day.
Yeah,
Not one
it's
ration
10
per
days
meal.
of rations.
So we
Rations
just
will
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So we just he had us subtract the day that's starting.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you see
Can
anything in
can
here?
you describe?
I see
No, it's
blackness.
black.
Yeah, it's a black
Very
screen.
good. Very good.
Can you describe the castle to us as it emerges from the
Yes.
trees?
Just give me 1 second, and I shall. So, the castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all in varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps leads up to an average terrace and the front of the main entryway, which is this that you are seeing right now. Round towers loom over the entranceway with the dark arrow slits still looking down on the terrace. This is basically how it looks like. It seems to be a mostly ruined castle. There isn't any sign that this place is actually inhabited, and the upper stories are in a complete desolate state. Okay.
Jack, 25
so
more
what
gold.
do you- Yeah, and he says, well, I'm not going to be going inside. Whatever you do here is up to you. I'll be waiting I'll be waiting until tomorrow morning at the place we made camp previously.
Is anyone else suspicious? We didn't run into any patrols on the way here.
Yeah. I ask if goblins are active out of this keep.
While he's asking that, I want to pull Peter away and have a private conversation with Peter while Ryan's talking to our guide.
Okay.
Sure.
So we'll first have the guide conversation and then jump to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, yes, usually, but they are sneaky about it. Very few people know that they are actually here.
Do you have any guesses to their numbers? Or their leader? Or any other information that may be useful to us?
Bugbear is their leader. They've been dealing with this concealed character. Haven't been able to see much of his face. Seems to be a slim, tall character with dark skin, and pointy ears, like those elf kinds. But I have no idea what he is. And they have various monster pets locked down inside. I even saw them capturing a owl bell a couple of days ago.
Any guesses to their number? Hundreds? Thousands?
I would say about 20, something of that sort. But they're varying. Goblins, there are goblins, there are bugbears. I even saw a couple of hobgoblins, which is pretty rare.
Okay.
Well-
Can we do my conversation with Justin, because it's going to be really short and it might influence things at this point.
Okay, good. We're jumping to you. So what do you guys talk about?
I pulled Peter away and go, Peter, I think you're right. It is strange we didn't encounter anyone. Do you think this guy's maybe working with them? Maybe
You're right.
This is a trap.
There's clearly no way he could walk through this forest without being hassled by the goblins.
Why don't we sneak around from behind him and, just deal with him for a moment?
Yeah, grab the balls. I got this.
No, I'm not. I was gonna go with the sword.
Oh, that works too.
Okay. Okay. At this point, I would like to walk with Peter behind our guide, kind of talking back and forth as if we're just walking
Okay.
to the other side of where they are.
Yeah, you get there and they're still talking, saying something about 20 goblins, slim, shady character, and so on.
I would like to draw my sword slowly and quietly, and then place it on the inside of his thigh from behind him, with the blade pressed against his, what is this, femoral artery? Is that what's in the thigh? Yeah.
Okay, so he feels something. There, looks down,
Something
sees the
cold and
point-
hard in his inner thigh.
Yeah, pointy end of that, puts a hand on his axe and says, "What?" Looks back and sees you.
Peter knows. Peter, teach him.
Teach him.
I'm not very
What's
bright.
This is a teachable
What's
moment.
happening here?
How
He's looking
how
at,
is it how is it that the woods are filled with goblins and you seem to be unmolested and got us here unmolested? Are you working with the goblins?
Also, Ryan, you told us what the symbol on the glove meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a little confused, but my hand is going towards... I draw my sword, actually.
You're working with those dragon coin mace light sheddy folks, aren't you? How do we know you're not in league with these people and you haven't dragged us into a trap?
I got you where you wanted to go.
It was a little
and
too
I know the
easy.
forest. I know the forest well. That is why you are here unmolested.
Why did
Frederick,
Holly,
what do you
why did
think?
Holly use you to set us up?
You are doing a great mistake. You won't be able to get out of these woods on your own
Why not?
if I am harmed.
Why? What will happen
Because
to
you
us?
you do not know your way.
We can't just walk in one direction until we walk out of the woods. I can figure out which way is south. The sun goes east to west. South must be that way. We can just walk south until we exit the woods. Not a problem.
Good luck with that.
So tell us, who's in here? How many men should we be expecting? And where's the ambush?
I've already told your friend I haven't set up any ambush. Now, can you get your sword out of that? I'm gonna points. Get your
Roll
sword
it.
out of there.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Such a strange skill.
He, for whatever you could make out, he seems to not be lying.
You've made me suspicious as well, Martin, but I see no reason to distrust this man.
I don't know. It all's too easy.
Indeed, we have been making a racket like a dwarf
What?
and a knight, clanging through the woods.
Like people in heavy armor walking through the woods. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of close to what we've been doing.
I don't think
Alright.
we should let him go. I think we should just put him down.
No, of course.
No?
not. Martin, I know you grew up as a suspicious person, but he's clearly telling the truth.
All
And
right,
you
I
should
put my sword away.
apologize.
I'm sorry. Just can't be too careful with who you trust these days. Hope
By
you know
the way,
it's just business.
do me spot checks right now, everybody.
This is the
Besides
ambush.
Besides
Besides,
Finnick.
fun.
That's just a perception check, right?
Yes, there's
Because-
no spot.
Yes,
Face-
one.
You're facing the wrong way.
Yes.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, and should we decide
okay.
what we see after the break because it's break time?
You should decide
Yes.
what you see
Woo!
after the break as you hear the sound of.
A creek?
No,
An
it's
arrow hitting
someone's
the
Arrows
pissing?
are more
back.
like arrows are more like a flip sound, like flip.
Boing. All right,
Boing.
one way or
Guess
another,
we
we'll
found
see
the
you guys
ambush.
in a few minutes. All right, bye bye, everyone.